Chapter 21, My Yellow Brick Road to My Happily Ever After. Okay, so if you have not already caught up, I suggest you catch up and then jump into chapter 21 if you're reading along with me, or if I'm reading it to you. Either way, but you want to get in with the other 20 chapters and then come there, okay? So let's start. Chapter 21, Happily Ever After is daily, joy is everlasting. Wait a second, let me turn that music down so you can hear my voice. Okay, I told you this is reality reading, so if I sneeze, yes, I sneeze a lot, or I have to tell the dog to be quiet, or my husband or my daughter comes in, I'll give him a kiss, hello, or say whatever, and then I'll get back to reading, okay? So, chapter 21, Happily Ever After is daily, joy is everlasting. The job Kendall had applied for in early 2014 had offered him the job in Texas. I wasn't surprised because I know how hard he works and how much helicopter and QA knowledge he has acquired. I was ready for Texas. I love my home state of California with its beautiful beaches, snow-covered mountains, amusement parks, and a lot of my family spread throughout the state. Yet, I was excited about a change. A new, great-paying job for Kendall would allow me to stop working and be a full-time wife and mother. I loved being a real estate broker, but it's busy, and to be successful, I had to be on job 24 hours a day. It's your own business. So I had to market, I had to take my clients for buyer shopping, I had to help my sellers list and do open houses and just all of it. It's a lot. If you commit, you can be successful, but it does take a lot away from you and your family. So I was excited. Plus, remember, I was in the process of being treated for cancer, my second round of cancer. So I needed some time off. I needed to slow down a little bit. I loved 10 years of working in home construction and real estate, but I am a creative person who loves to paint, design, sew, and write. Now I would be able to use my left brain less and get a chance to use my right brain traits more. The creative, passionate, imaginative woman in me was ready to break free. My favorite sketch by Bryant Arnold is a cartoon illustration of my brain. Well, not actually my brain, but how I view my brain. It shows the functions of the left and right brain in a vibrant illustration. Hallelujah, right brain time. I had mentioned the Texas opportunity to Kenda, who was 11 at the time. We would have more time to design clothing and jewelry. We can paint and have more fun time as a family. I told her about the classes in school and with less than 20 students, while her current classes had 31 to 35 students, all in need of teachers' one-on-one assistance, but unable to get it. We looked at the potential school district online, and the fun events and cafeteria menu interested her. She was sad about leaving her friends, but excited about having more family time and the new school. You text and chat on your phone and iPad now, so you will continue doing that with them from Texas, I said. Kenda smiled and said, "Oh yeah, that will work." Wow, I was surprised that it was that easy. I wanted her to learn to deal with change at a young age to prepare her for life's changes. I was so proud of her. It's very important to learn how to deal with change because guess what? If you live in the same place and go to the same school and deal with the same friends and don't expand your horizons and meet new people and go try out for new sports and things, you're not used to change. And then you're thrown into it when you go off to college. And a lot of kids can't function. So it's best that during your life, even if your family doesn't move, do something different. Explore something. Try a new class or a new sport. Meet new people. Take yourself outside of the box, outside of your norm so you get used to change. Easier to deal with as an adult when you're laid off of a job or when a boyfriend quits you or a girlfriend quits you. It's easier to deal with change if you're used to change. As you have come to know me and relived with me the stones God laid on my path, you've learned how God helps me deal with life by minute, by day, by month, and by year. You have traveled through my years of trials and tribulations, joy and pain, both mental pain and physical pain. I have survived it all. In fact, after the breast cancer and reconstruction in 2009, my new identity was survivor. Then, after the second mastectomy and the start of chemotherapy in 2014, my identity changed again to two-time survivor. I always loved the song by Destiny's Child, Survivor, released in 2001. Now I embrace it. I especially love the chorus because it is me. The lyrics are, I'm a survivor, I'm not going to give up, I'm not going to stop, I'm going to work harder, I'm a survivor, I'm going to make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. That's by Destiny's Child. So I tweaked it a little bit and I say, I, Carol Evans, am a survivor of a horrible car crash, of breast cancer twice, and of domestic violence in my 20s. I am not going to give up the fight. I am not going to stop living. I will always try harder. I am a survivor. I am going to make it through my happily ever after, happy. I will survive my trials and tribulations and praise God for it. I will keep on surviving it all. That is how I have tweaked the chorus into my own motivation and made it my own inspiration. So I embraced the move to Texas because I know I can survive anything with God's help. And I am a survivor. I told Kendall, go for it. We can use a change. Kendall accepted the job and we started the process to short sell our beautiful home in Paris. Get the military movers scheduled to pack us up and get ready to move to Texas. I won't bore you with the frustrating, hair-pulling real estate details of the short sale in this book. I will release a separate book about my journey as a successful real estate broker and how trusting in God made the success effortless. Start the early marketing. I let my family know we would be moving to Texas. My mom and the rest of my huge family were happy for us. Change is good, my mom said, although I knew she would miss me. We spent a lot of time together running errands, fixing up her house, and hanging out as a family. But she knew our doors in Texas would be open for her visit anytime. God always opens doors for positive change in your life if you are accepting of the changes. Ending a rewarding real estate career, moving out of my birth state again, the changes for Kenda, and leaving family and friends, it was a lot. But it was going to be easier knowing that my elderly grandmother was at peace and the rest of my family was comfortably situated. Your will, God. I know I will feel it in my heart if the move is right. I said in a silent prayer one evening after making dinner. I had just finished making my 3-bean chili and started warming up tortillas on the stove. I laid a tortilla on the burner and turned to get a plate. When I turned back around, I flipped the tortilla over and almost jumped out of my skin. Oh my God! Kendall, come here quick! I yelled to Kendall, who was doing her homework. She jumped up and ran to me. Mom, what's the matter? Look, I said frantically, pointing at the tortilla. I turned off the flame. I wanted to know if Kendall saw what I saw. God, she said quietly. It sent chills up my spine. Spelled out with a capital G, lowercase o-d, was a word God. Yes, yes. Oh my goodness, I thought that it was what I saw, but I wanted to make sure you saw it. Wow, wow, I said as I immediately took the tortilla and set it on a plate. I took pictures of it with my phone and felt the encouragement that I was living life right, making good choices and being acknowledged for always singing God's praises. I told everyone about my inspirational tortilla. And the first question everyone asked is, did you eat it? Yes, of course I ate it. I love food, remember? One day at the end of October, I called my mom with an exciting idea. Mom, I can't leave Cali without going to my favorite show, The Price is Right. Do you want to come with me? I asked her, hoping she would come. Sure, when? She asked. That's my mama. Great, I can get us tickets for November the 4th. I will ask Shay if she will come by and take Kendra to school, since we have to leave out of our area by 6 a.m. to get to Los Angeles by 8 a.m. on a weekday, I explained. I will make us some shirts and we can have one big exciting day together before I head to Texas. Sounds like fun, my mom said. On November 4th, Mom was at my house at 5:50 a.m. Shay was there at 5:55 a.m. I gave my mom her cute Survivor pink shirt to match my Survivor pink shirt, and she put hers on. I had designed her shirt with an arrow pointing right with my daughter, my two-time Survivor on it, and the colors from the show, white, red, and yellow. And my shirt with an arrow pointing left with my mom, my hero written on it. I also added, "Hi Drew, your #1 fan," and "Hi George, say my name." We looked adorable. We were very excited. We kissed and hugged Kendra and Shay, then got in the car for our road trip. Traffic was horrific. I expected horrible, but not horrific. In California, we refer to the highways by number. We don't say Interstate 5, we say the 5. So we took the 60 west, which is usually not too bad, except on November the 4th. But we were too excited to be stressed out. The 60 slowed down so bad once we got into Los Angeles that I got off and took the 705, then the 10, to the 101. Bumper to bumper traffic all the way. Well, by the time we got to the Vermont exit off the 101, it was 8 o'clock. Oh my goodness, we were supposed to be at the studios by 8 a.m. I looked at Mom and said, well, we tried. It's 8 a.m. I will at least call the ticket place and see if we should still go. If they say we can still get in, great. But if not, let's go shopping. We can go to the garment district, I said with a laugh, even though I was heartbroken inside. I dialed the number on the tickets and spoke to them through my Bluetooth in the car. Hello, I have tickets to the 10 a.m. taping, and it indicates that we have to be there by 8 a.m. But we are just getting off the freeway, so it will be another 30 minutes at least before we get to the studio. Should we still go? Is it worth going? I asked the woman on the line. Hi, actually they just called us to say they extended the time to 10 a.m., so you have plenty of time. It is well worth you going, she said with a smile in her voice. Yay! Mom, I screamed as I hung up the phone. Oh, yay! Mom and I screamed as I hung up the phone. The Price is Right, here we come, I said as I started getting excited again. We arrived at the Grove Shopping Plaza parking lot, recommended by TPIR. That's The Price is Right. Recommended by their website, within 35 minutes. We grabbed some trail mix and water, then walked to the CBS studio lot. I was jabbering and giggling the whole time. I told my mom how much I loved the show because I would watch it with Mama Ethel, my grandmother, and Granny, my great-grandmother, all the time. What's so funny is we couldn't go outside to play. If it was just me that came to visit, it was me. If it was me and my cousins, it was all of us. But they'd have that TV on, and at the time I think it was Let's Make a Deal and then Price is Right. We'd watch both shows back to back, and then you could go play or do whatever or go shopping. But those were the shows, so I've been watching it since I was at least 10, so at least 41 years. Crazy. And several years ago, I became a major Drew Carey fan when he had the Drew Carey Show and hosted Whose Line Is It Anyway? We were so excited as we went through the 2-hour process to get signed in and wait to be escorted into the studio where they filmed the show. As we walked up the stairs, there was a huge "The Price is Right" sign painted on the wall at the landing. My heart started beating so loud, I was so sure everyone in the stairway could hear it. Thump, 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 thump. More like thump, 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 thump. Funny, but no one made mention of it if they did. probably because their hearts were beating fast and loud too. As we reached the top, the double doors were open and we could see all of the audience seats in front of us and the podiums where the selected contestants would stand. Then there was the stage with all of the recognizable curtains and signage for the show. We were really at The Price is Right. I felt like fainting. Thank God they seated us immediately. I was so excited. I could see George getting ready. All of the staff that sets up the stage props and all of the cameramen were busy getting ready. After everyone was seated, a woman came out and greeted us. She asked if we were excited and everyone screamed, "Yes!" She said we sounded great and that's how she wanted us to scream with excitement every time she prompted us to do so. She said the noise would be so loud in the studio that when George called out someone's name to come on down, she would also have a cue card with the person's name on it. So look at the name when George calls someone down. Then out from the backstage came my man Drew. He was always smiling, even though George said he had back pain that he was dealing with. So do not jump up on him or into his arms as we had seen on previous shows. Drew was cracking jokes and asking if everyone was ready to win something. Everyone screamed and clapped, and the cameraman gave George his cue to announce the first contestant. George yelled into his microphone, "Carol Evans, come on down. You are the first contestant on The Price is Right." I thought I heard him say my name. Did he say my name? I looked at the cue card. Oh my God, it's me. I jumped up, oh my God. Pulled up my J-Lo jeans and straightened my shirt, then ran down to the podium. Yes, yes, yes. I was called to participate for prizes. Oh my goodness. All I could think about was my grandmother, Mama Ethel, had just passed away in July, and if only she could have lived long enough to see me on her favorite show. I clapped for everyone else who came on down, 2 guys and a girl. Then they brought out the first item for bid, a stereo headset back and earbuds. $8.75 was my guess. 2 others bid high, and the last guy said, $3. Funny, usually the low bidder will say $1. Oh well, his $3 bid won because the rest of us were over and he got on stage. He won $10,000 on his game. Then they called down another guy. The next item for bid was a necklace that the beautiful model Manuela came and stood between the 4 of us to model. I could barely see it in person, so I looked on the screen. The young man next to me tried to look at it, but was too close, so it looked like he was looking down her top. Then he looked at the screen too. Drew asked us to bid. I don't remember the first bid, but I bid $1,100. Then the young man next to me bid $1,150, and then turned to me to say, "Sorry." "No worries, that's how you play the game," I said to him. When Drew said the price and he won, I mentally said, "Dang it." The young man went up on stage, played his game, and won 2 ATVs. I was glad that it wasn't me because I wasn't sure I would ride them if I had won them. I had told Kendall we would keep and use everything if I won. They called down a woman and her shirt indicated that she was the wife of a Marine. The USMC, small world. We bid on a fireplace. Another guy won that bid and went up on stage. He was the first one that day with a chance to win a brand new car. He played the money game well, picking only 2 cards that indicated the first half and second half of a car, which won him a Mini Cooper. I was glad I didn't win that one either. We didn't need another car, especially something so small since we were all tall. But that guy was at least 6'4". Good luck with the Mini Cooper, dude. They took a break and Drew talked to the audience and cracked jokes. I love his dry humor and sometimes crass sense of humor. I was cracking up. He dropped the F-bomb and a couple of girls looked at each other like, huh? This is a daytime show. But duh, ladies, Drew Carey is a comedian first, and it is all adults in this audience. I loved it. When that break was over, the 3 guys who had already been on stage had their chance to spin the wheel for the showcase showdown. The winner was the police officer from Las Vegas with the pig shirt on. I couldn't help but crack up every time he did his winner's dance because the pig looked like he was talking. We took another commercial break. I talked with the other two ladies at the podium. We agreed that women needed to get up on stage to represent. I said, ask God to help you pick a price, then believe. As the stage assistant told us to move closer to the podium, I looked at the ladies and said, girl power. When we came back from commercial break, the item up for bid was a tall wine cellar fridge that could hold 166 bottles of wine. I thought, now that we can use. I was the last bidder on the fridge and bid $1,201. Drew said, and the retail price is $2,199. Ding, 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 ding. Carol, come on up. Oh my God, I did it. I get to go up. My head was spinning like I would pass out. I ran up on stage, waved frantically to my mom in the audience, and gave Drew a gentle hug. Hi, Drew. I am so proud of your career. Thanks, he said. Carol, you are going to play the race game. Drew explained the game to me, although I was very familiar with it. I was given 45 seconds to properly place 4 price tags in front of the correct 4 prices. After I placed the price tags, I had to run back to the lever and pull it down. Then it would display how many of the 4 prices I had properly priced. So I played the game, winning 2 prizes, a karaoke machine and a 2-person steam shower. I did not properly guess the video camcorder or the designer's stiletto ankle breakers, but I was happy with that. Then they escorted me down the stairs to a seat to the left of the stage to sit with everyone else who had been on stage. We all congratulated each other quietly. The next person to win a bid item and get on stage was the other Marine wife. Her name was Brooke. She too won her game, and the prize was an outdoor kitchen. She came to sit down next to me. Oh my God, we did it! You were right! This is so unreal. I'm going to culinary school and I won an outdoor kitchen. This is crazy, she said in an excited whisper. I know, I keep thinking this is a dream. I can't believe I actually got on stage and won something. My husband is not going to believe this, I whispered back. We stopped talking to watch the last contestant to get on stage. It was a young guy from Louisiana named Robert with a Who Dat shirt on. He was playing the game Master Key. He had a chance to win a pair of golf clubs or a trip to Carmel or a truck or all the items. He ended up with the golf clubs and did not seem too happy about that. But it's more than he came on the show with, so oh well. After the stage break, to set up the wheel, a stage assistant came and took me, Brooke, and the golf club dude up to the stage to spin the wheel. The order to spin was based on the value of our prizes, so the golf club dude was first, then me, then Brooke. He spun and got 65 cents on his first spin. He turned to the audience and his friends to see if he should stay or spin again. That's when I knew he was a newbie to the show. Any veteran fan of the show knew not to spin again if you get over 50 cents. Let the other people try to get higher than your number. While everyone was screaming, spin or no, Brooke was saying, spin, spin, and he glanced our way. He saw Brooke say, spin, so he did. The golf club dude spun the wheel again to get 40 cents and went over $1. So with his head down, he walked off stage. Then there were 2. Brooke and I were left to try for the Showcase Showdown spot. I spun the wheel and got 10 cents. I had to spin again and get 80 cents for a total of 90 cents. Excitedly, I went to stand under the sign displaying my 90 cents. Oh my goodness, I was standing under the 90 cent sign. Brooke had to tie my 90 cents or get 95 or $1. She got 55 cents on her first spin, then she got 15 cents, which was not enough to beat my 90 cents. So I won the spin-off. Oh my God, I won the spin-off. I screamed, jumped up and down, and pointed at Mommy, who was celebrating in the audience. I couldn't believe it. During the break, while the stage was being converted to the Showcase Showdown set, the stage assistant spoke to me and the cop named Lance from Las Vegas. He explained that we would be shown 2 showcases. Since the value of the cop's winnings was more than mine, he would get to bid on the first showcase or pass it to me. Then I would get to bid. He said it was important to get as close to the value of the whole showcase without going over. I asked him, if one of us comes in within $100 of our showcases, do we get to win both showcases? He said, actually, it is within $250, but we just want one of you to win. Everyone wants to see a winner of the showcase, but lately we have had a lot of double overbids, so no one wins. Yeah, I've seen that. I looked at the cop and he looked at me and we both smiled and nodded. I would do my best. We were guided to the showcase showdown podiums. The cop and I chatted while we were on break. He said his girlfriend had been in a car accident, so he would probably use some of his $10,000 to help her fix her car or obtain a new car. I said that was nice of him. I told him that I was still in shock that I was in the showcase showdown after watching the show for over 40 years. He agreed that it was surreal. After the break was over, the showdown began. I was ready to add up everything in my mind. Then they rolled out 2 beach cruiser bikes. $1,200, I thought. They showed him a cruise to Alaska. I mentally added $9,000 for a subtotal of $10,200. And a 2015 Chevy Cruze car. Total in my mind of that showcase was $27,000, but I would take it down to $25,000 if he passed the showcase to me. He looked to the audience to see if his girlfriend told him to pass or bid. He started to say pass, then he decided to bid. I'm sure the car persuaded them. Drew said, what do you bid? He said, $26,500. Okay, Carol, let's see your showcase. George showed a Wi-Fi doorbell viewer and an iPad Air. Amber modeled 3D glasses which go with a Samsung 65-inch 3D TV in my home gym with an elliptical trainer and a home gym system. All of those items were for me to get in shape for a trip to Tonga. Oh my goodness, I screamed, swaying back and forth at the podium. I had tallied it up in my head without looking like I was calculating. When Drew asked, Carol, what do you think? I said, $19,555. I thought it might be $21,000 or $22,000, but when I play at home, I always go a couple of thousand under what I think it is. While on the break, the cop and I were nervously looking at our friends and family in the audience. When Drew came back, he read the actual retail value of the cop's showcase first. Let's start with you, Lance. You bid $26,500, and the actual retail price is $29,567. Not bad, off by $3,067. Then Drew Carey, I was still tripping that it was actually Drew Carey, walked over to my podium and pulled out my prize tag for a showcase and said, Carol, you bid $19,555, and the actual price, $20,283. You're the winner, Drew said as I shook his hand and screamed and jumped and looked out at the audience to find my mom. Oh my God! I just won the showcase showdown on The Price is Right. I ran over to the models on the stage where all of the items I won were waiting. They congratulated me. My mom came on stage smiling and laughing, and we hugged as I tried to hold onto my wig. Remember, I was bald under that wig. My grandma and great-grandma must have been up there in heaven helping me out. Crazy day. My mom and I had the most enjoyable ride home and a wonderful experience to remember each other by when I moved away. We had to keep the details of the show private until the air date of December 10th. Boy, was that hard. After this show aired, I immediately started getting calls from the vendors to deliver the prizes. They were very understanding when I advised them that we were moving to Texas. The steam shower vendor actually had the boxes for the shower at our home and ready to load the day the moving truck arrived. The house was in escrow while I handled the short sale, but we knew it would be safe, empty for a month. The movers arrived on December the 18th and packed us up, then moved our stuff out. Kendall had flown back home to help me drive to Texas. We enjoyed the last weekend in California, visiting friends and family. It was official. My journey was headed to the Lone Star State of Texas. That's the end of chapter 21. These are album page pictures. That's the left brain, right brain that I was talking about, and how my life has actually mirrored both sides. I have the analytical side and I have the creative side, which is crazy. And then, this is following my yellow brick road from sunny California to my happily ever after in snowy, sunny, rainy, windy, hot, humid Texas and beyond. So that's me and my mom on The Price is Right, and in the backyard of our house with a pool that we miss. And me and that was 5 generations. My baby Kenda, me, my mom, my grandma, and my granny. And then that's the tortilla with God on it. Go to the color pages on my website and look. You can see it says God. That is just crazy. Amazing. And then at the bottom is us in Texas. We went to a canyon out here. The second largest canyon in the United States, I had no idea, was in Canyon, Texas. That's amazing. And then that it snows, and then Buster enjoying the snow. He actually enjoys the snow. That's funny. So that's the end of chapter 21. So get ready to get caught up into chapter 22.